anyways, I'll take you back. So the Faceless, we got wind that we got the tour offer for Meshuggah and Cynic, and then opening just those three bands, Faceless, Cynic, Meshuggah. And for us, that was like insane because those are like the two bands that at that time really like influenced us so much. Like we love Cynic, we love Meshuggah, we loved all the other death metal stuff. But like for that, it was just a really, it was like I remember like getting that phone call and it was like blew our minds. It was like we're like all corny, like whatever. And and then like so we went on the tour, and we were cool with Cynic and we're hanging out with them and stuff like that. So then after like my time with the Faceless, and I was just kind of chilling at home, like working, like doing whatever I was doing. I just heard that Robin and Timon, the other two guys, like whatever happened, they're no longer in the band. And I was like, fuck it, I live in LA. I know they're in LA. I've toured with them. And I just randomly text Paul because I had his number. And I was like, hey, can I try out for you guys? Like, I didn't even think, anything of it. Like, I just was like, fuck it, might as well. I didn't even have plans that it would actually like go through. And like, they're like, yeah, sure. Can you just do a little video and send a video to us? I was like, sure. And I did that. They're like, oh yeah, cool. Can you do these tours? And I was like, what? This is fucking crazy. So I was like, you can ease down a little bit on the talent level to like make sure you're like going to be around someone who's cool, because it really does matter. That's like, what I kind of realized that like they could have had any fucking bass player on the internet, or any other old bass player from like any other band, It just like happened to work out that like, I mean, I think I did, bust my ass and learn the stuff, and I think I played it pretty good, but I think it was just like they knew me, and it was like they knew it was going to be a cool situation, and it wasn't going to be weird or anything.
If you play the songs well, I mean, that's what they want, right?
Right.
Some people,
but also like you tour well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's plenty of people who could probably play the songs well and probably even better than me, but they might be like weird, antisocial, not cool people that like aren't going to be fun to be around, or aren't going to be like might have like weird drama, or like I don't know.
So what's it like being one of two parts of the rhythm section of that band, dude?
It was very intimidating. And,
yeah,
dude. So I get the text, and this is gonna be a little sad part because like obviously Sean from the band and what happened with them, it's super sad. But just kind of remembering like good times about that. Like I've met Sean Malone one time. He was a very nice guy, but I was a huge fan of his. He was like an idol bass player of mine when I was younger. So it's like, it was really cool to like have to learn a lot of those parts. But the first time I showed up to the Cynic rehearsal, I get there and it's just me and Sean Reinhardt, just us two with like no other trouble. I was like, what? I was like, this is terrible. This is like, there's nothing to mask this. It's just like, you're going to hear, and it's an in-ear. So you're hearing every single thing I'm playing, but it was fine. And it worked out. We like smoked some weed and just jammed, and it was fun. And it was actually good because we got like super tight together, and we jammed like that for a couple rehearsals before any guitars were added or any, but I mean, it worked out and it was fun, but I was just kind of like, what the fuck? I've never been in this situation before.
Yeah. You have nothing to fall back on, nothing to hide behind.
No guitar player to play with you.
No cues. Like I'm listening to the songs, I'm jamming to them to the record. So like there's cues,
is he eyeballing you while he's playing too?
Like, nah, he was cool. It was fine. Like
making sure
I practiced enough at home where, I mean, I practiced enough at home where it was fine, but it was just it was a very intimidating first situation, because Cynic was one of my favorite bands when I was younger, and it was just crazy to be like getting into them when they were no longer a band, and then they randomly have a comeback. Like, whoa, I never even thought I would be able to even see them again. Then let alone we tour with them, then let alone I get a chance to actually play with them like on tours. It was just kind of crazy, surreal how that happened.
So you're touring the Traced in Air record still?
Yeah, we were touring Traced in Air
and Retraced. Were you doing any of the Retraced stuff on that tour?
Yeah, we did what's the one song? Wheels Within Wheels, I guess.
Oh, I love that song.
Did that song.
Like
we played that song. And then it was a mix between that stuff and the Carbon Based Anatomy album.
Yeah.
So we did that. So we did that stuff. That's what I played with them.
How many tours did you do?
I did a US tour with them, a European tour with them, the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise.
Oh, nice.
And then you gotta tell us a few tidbits about that too, but keep going.
Oh yeah, and then I did one show with them in Mexico City on Halloween, which I actually looked it up today before the podcast. So that was in 2014. So that was the last time I played any sort of metal show. Was that long ago?
Wow.